Huddy Tuddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Ole Miss Rebels. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rebels will kick it away first. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So BYU's offense will take the first swing of the game. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Well, this guy's really feeling it. Of course, last week he had 2 sacks, and here he is in this one, registering his first. This guy very quickly is making a name for himself as one of the best pass rushers in college football.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Rebels offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hits the accelerator to the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Power football with the run. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And now on second down for this offense. It's complete to the right.
What we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Give to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He looks that one in nicely.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Running to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He's got it. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Handoff from the gun. Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Takes the easy completion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and long.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they...
Oh, it's loose. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Rebels are flying down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Going for it all. And he's done it! Touchdown, Rebels!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, that's one that good coverage.
After the misfire, now on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his big tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougars.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running backs. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Little touch pass to the receiver. On his feet at the 40. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They go to the draw. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw and make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers, they came down hard quickly. Got into the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Gomez. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Fires to the big fella. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He's got it near midfield. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Runs through the tackle.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Not just so you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. Doesn't get better than that.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He gets a block. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller has got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there today in Oxford. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Holds and fires complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Still running at the 40. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the stomping has commenced.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
PAT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
BYU 10.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gomez. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. From the gun, give on the inside. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. When you look at the design of a draw play, you don't often see it going to the outside, but I'm not sure he had much of a choice there.
The running back couldn't find a hole. The defense wasn't full. Listen, when you do see a draw as a defensive lineman, you don't bite. You don't run up the field. You don't rush the passer like they want you to. You sit there and play run for a second. Great job by that defensive line not running themselves out of the play.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Line getting set on 2nd down. 29. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Touchdown, Rebels! And the pummeling has started.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one.
And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's got his man. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. BYU with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the route is on. He has been surgical. precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just...
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Caught in the backfield, it's Weir. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Weir. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Cougars are marching down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pulls it in. At the 40, there he goes. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right. Absolutely. Slide. Don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
They're trying to get to him. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Line gets set. 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it to the back. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Got it looking for a 1st. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. Setting up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. He throws into the middle of the field. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Rebels! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a lift. As they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He's looking to throw. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. And be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And that pass picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
With jet sweep pass. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. Out, we got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
They want that clock to run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw for it. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3.
Oh, the kicker's on the run. And they're not going to pick up the first down on the fake field goal. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You've got to protect your quarterback. You've got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around each year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ears still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season.
They'll throw it on first down. Steps away. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. Now the toss. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. It's a fake. The holder's going to try to toss it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
76, BYU, 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, Dave. The Jimmys and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found it.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Looking for a block. It's James.
Returner is brought down at the 39. And your Ole Miss Rebels will take over. 1st and 10.
First down for this offense.
Tuna. Big.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moving. Keeping the eyes downfield. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
Come on, set.
Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the punishment has been extended. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.